Hey y'all, what's up? I'm sorry, my hair looks a mess. I was at GalaxyCon in Raleigh volunteering. Um, this year they surprisingly didn't have any um, wrestlers because they said even though we have the convention space, it's been so grand this year with celebrity guests, voiceover actors, artists, and stuff like that in the crowd that they didn't have enough space for the ring or for the wrestlers, which kind of sucks. I don't think we had any Power Ranger people this year either, which is out the norm. My part was been sideways the whole time. Okay, but let's talk about SmackDown. First of all, my TV is retarded, okay? So I could cut the TV on at 8 o'clock. Then it want to act like it don't want to work. And it's got to be the remote because I don't put new batteries in here and it still don't halfway work. So I do that, get to the jump. I think it's 8:03. I see Jay standing in the corner and Roman coming out. So I'm like, I don't know if Jay was like, Jay is in your city, or if he ain't say nothing, or he was about to put the mic up to his mouth and then Roman came out. Like, I missed that the first 3 minutes. And normally I wasn't tripping at first because I'm like, normally the first 3-4 minutes they show a recap of what happened last week. But we already know what happened last week. So after that whole situation, the bloodline basically had the majority of the thing. But then after that, it was the Santos and Ray match. And I was really looking forward to that match because I like both of them and I wanted Santos to win. And he did win, but I didn't want him to win the way he won. And you could tell that Ray was injured, or if he is injured, because sometimes they play like they're injured and not really. But I think he was really injured. And Santos was really like worried about him. And I'm glad it wasn't like, oh, I got to turn on you to win. It was like they genuinely hugged and shook hands like, we got to do what we got to do. And they fought. But I'm so proud of Santos because when he first came out, when they grouped themselves together and called themselves Langada de Fantasma, I was like, he's going to be the star out of the group. Before they joined with Ray and did LWO, I was like, he's going to be a star. And that was almost a year ago, and they're finally trying to push him through. I hope that he gets the belt and wins the title off of Theory. I honestly don't even think that Theory should have had the title for this long. I think that they gave him the title because somebody put up on a poster that he was 0-26. Like, he lost like 26 matches. He lost more matches, I think, than Corbin's lost. And Corbin hasn't won a match, I don't think, since last September. Not unless he won some in NXT, because I'd have missed a few episodes. I'd have missed episodes he was on. But neither one of them had no winning streak, for real. Okay? So that one, it was, the ending was kind of disappointing, but I'm glad he's going on to win. I know when you become a champion, you're supposed to make yourself more accessible because you have to defend your championship more often. And Theory doesn't have a lot of those. I think it's also because he's on the Smackdown brand, which is kind of weird to me. Because they just switched the titles. Like, normally the United States championship would be on Raw and the Intercontinental Championship would be on SmackDown. But because Gunther's in Raw, I guess they was like, it's no need to switch. The same with the women's championships. Like, they should have just switched Rhea's and Asuka's. Like, why does Asuka have the Raw Women's Championship and she's on SmackDown, and Rhea got the SmackDown Women's Championship and she's on Raw? Like, that's stupid. And I also still don't like the fact that Dominic gets to hold the North American title, but they made Solo give it up. And I don't care what you say. Oh, it was sanctioned. Sanction my ass. Sorry. That's messed up. For Solo to make history and to be the first person to ever defend a North American title from NXT on SmackDown, and then him actually win the match, and y'all won't let my mans hold the title, but y'all gonna let Dominic keep it. Like, that's crazy. And then I'm trying to figure out what happened to the NXT tag team titles for the women, because when Ronda and Shayna won, they were unified. And now Sonya and Chelsea are the tag team women's titles and only see one belt on them. So, but because I don't watch Raw, I don't have cable no more. I don't know what's going on. And I'm kind of missing it because I like Ricochet and Braun. I like New Day. I like, and I love Liv, and now she's over there at Raw. I wanted to see the Ronda and Shayna thing play out because I feel like they're going to be on Super SummerSlam. And I love Seth. So, like, those people are over there. I like Mustafa too. So, those people are over there. Oh, and Alpha Academy. And then they're teaching, like, Maxine is becoming a greater wrestler. And to be honest with you, with a few more grooming, and I know Valhalla used to, I don't know if she still does, Sarah, train the women, but with a few more steps, I think Maxine would be a better wrestler than Chelsea. Because Chelsea, yes, she's been wrestling for a while, but her wrestling presence on stage has gotten better, but earlier this year, it was not it. Okay? Then the match with Charlotte and Bianca was the one I was looking forward to the most. And honestly, that was the most exciting for me. Because I'm trying to think of what other matches occurred. That was the most exciting for me. Because I wanted to see how Bianca and Charlotte, and I already knew as soon as Chelsea opened her mouth about Charlotte, I said Charlotte gonna come out. Then it was like, oh, tag team. And honestly, I thought Charlotte was gonna betray her, but she gave Bring It On vibes. So y'all know I'm showing my age. And Bring It On, when they compete against each other, and before they competed, they give each other's pointers, right? And Gabrielle Union was like, your girl is 2 steps ahead. And they was like, what is that about? And it was like, we understand each other as captains. And it was like, basically, I want you to be at your best, so when I beat you, I could say I'm the best. And that's what Bianca, that's when Charlotte was like, y'all two not about to fight Bianca. I want her at her peak. So if and when I win, I will know I'm the best. Okay? But honestly, if I either see Asuka still holding the title, Bianca may be getting it back. Very kind of slim. Asuka still holding the title, or something going down, and Io winning the title. I don't see Charlotte getting it at all. Like, she just had a title less than a year ago, and they keep giving it to her. That's why I honestly, even though I don't like Chelsea's character, I'm kind of glad that Sonya has a tag team title, because I'm like, she's been trying to get Charlotte's title since, I think we went to Raw in Charlotte October of 2022. She's been trying to get that title since then, and probably before then. So that was exciting. And then LA Knight, then I go outside, step outside to check on my son. I come back in, hit row in the thing. I was like, where have they been? They've been gone for like 6 months. I ain't seen them on TV at least 6 months. So I'm thinking they just coming to do a promo bit. I know Adonis was fighting LA Knight. So then, of course, LA Knight has my favorite gear on, the gray and the green. And because they have to cut matches short, he wins. Thing itches. And I'm here for that, okay? I'm just still surprised, and I love the fact that he's become a phenomenon in less than a year. Like a year ago, he was part of Max and Models. And then he changed to LA Knight, and people was like, ooh, that LA Knight, yeah, that thing had caught on. You hear me? Like, as soon as his music plays, the pandemonium is crazy, okay? Like, I can't believe. And I thought it was just me, because I was like, I actually like him. And like I said, he gives nostalgia vibes, and he's retweeted me on this, and we shared one of my posts of him and his gear on Instagram. But I was like, his gear gives 90s action movie star Jean-Claude Van Damme, and then people compare him, like I said before, to Stone Cold and The Rock, and it's because he has the charisma of both. When he steps out, the way he walks is very much Stone Cold, and then the jacket. And then he does the finger thing, kind of like, it's like Stone Cold, but when he's on that mic, he gives you a mix of both. He gives you the charm and stuff of The Rock, the slick tongue of The Rock, but he gives you the I don't give a F attitude like Steve Austin used to. And we don't have that currently in WWE. I don't think we have that currently in wrestling. And that's what makes him lovable, because it gives nostalgia for us, and relatable, because that's what we're missing. Now, that was cut short. And then I forgot all about the Karrion and Karl Anderson match. So I was like, because I was like, I'm looking forward to it. And I was like, I didn't like him as a character, but because I watched Up, Up, Down, Down, and I watched Karrion as his regular self on Tekken, I was like, okay. I was like, I like him as a person, and I'm so shocked every time I hear his wife talk. Like I heard her talk when they went to Dubai. Like I watched some clip that WWE had put up on YouTube, and I was like, I've never heard her talk before. And then today's match was the most I've heard her talk on screen. Um, of course, Karrion won because his wife distracted the ref or something like that. And then, of course, he took it to over the top. But he has to be the best psycho stalker type person that they've had in a while because he plays a crazy. Okay, and then I knew Michin or Mia Yim. I don't know what name she goes by. Both one, and AJ was going to come out because I was like, it's no way. And then when before he pinned him, oh no, when he had him before he pinned him, I was like, who's somebody said AJ, and I was like, was that Karrion or was that Karl? I don't have anti-glare on my glasses so you could see my face recording as I record. And then yeah, so I was surprised by that. And then it was the Grayson and Jay match. So my idea thought was either something was gonna happen, Solo was gonna come out and interfere, Jimmy was gonna come out, but then I was like, Jimmy not coming back until SummerSlam if he comes back. And so they fought, and then the music played for a while, and I'm like, okay, first of all, going back to Bianca and them. Bianca and them was arguing over whatever, and I was like, girl, you better hurry up and go to the back because your ponytail about to come out. That junk was hanging on by a thread. You hear me? Okay. And I was like, I don't know what kind of workout Charlotte do in the gym, but them leg workouts she be doing, the way she tossed Chelsea back and forth with just her legs, them some strong man. And then okay, so Jay was fighting Grayson. First he slapped him, that was hilarious. Then his okay, Roman's music comes up, and I'm like, is it just playing? You know, like how Sammy was playing the music and Roman wasn't there. I thought that was what, because it took them a while to come out. Then he was fighting him, his shirt was lifting up, and I was like, when did Jay get that back tat? I was like, at this point, everything gonna be covered on him except for his face. And I wonder how long that took too, because I know them arms and stuff take like at least 8 hours. So that back jump had to take a while. It had to take a few sessions. And then after that, of course, the interference and Grayson lost. And that spear, I don't think he was ready for. That spear took him out on top with the flash because when he pinned him, Grayson was over there and his face was red. Like, and he was like coughing like he couldn't breathe. So then he gets attacked by Solo, of course, try to get the spike. He gets super kick Solo, and then he spears Roman, and then they spear spike him. And Paul is, of course, being Paul, making faces or whatever. And I guess they telling us how it's going to be at SummerSlam. I know it's a travel match. I don't know if it's a no. I can't remember if that means it's no disqualifications, anything goes, because that could mean anything. My thought is either Jimmy's going to come back, Solo's going to switch sides, or somebody like The Rock is going to come back. And I say The Rock because of the writer's strike. So nobody can, not less the music, I feel like not less movies and stuff were already in production. Nobody's making movies or shows right now. So that frees up his time. So I can see him coming out. Or all three. Or none of the above. Because I said the only other person I could see that would pin Roman would be Seth, in my mind. Outside of Jay would be Seth. And I would say it would be Seth versus Roman, title for title. Whoever wins both titles. And then the winner of both titles, which would be, in my mind, would be Seth, would then lose to someone like Bobby Lashley for one of the titles, like for the title Roman has. So it won't be in the same situation as it was last year, and they had to make two different, whole nother title for both. And that's the only thing I could think of. Like, I'm honestly tired, so this one is kind of short. And I have to get up at 7, and it's 10. And yeah, I'm tired. So I don't think I'm gonna be really doing no ranting today. Just given what I just gave. I had some jokes in there. I'm too tired. Like, not, scripted. People say me, like, it was stuff in my brain, like thinking like people missing teeth and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna give it to y'all today. I have to wait till next week. Okay. So I hope you guys have a great day. And thanks for listening to my wrestling and rants. And excuse my hair, like I said, it's been a long day. I was supposed to wash it and braid it. I didn't even feel like it. And be blessed because you are blessed. Bye.